Hello everyone, welcome to our topic process of formation of mineral deposits. In previous video we have discussed about the Bateman classification of formation process of mineral deposits. Based on the Bateman classification, there are 10 major processes in the formation of economic mineral deposits. The first process is magmatic concentration. In this video, we discussed about the magmatic concentration process. In this video, you are learned about the what is magmatic concentration, what are the magmatic deposits, different types of magmatic concentration deposits, and also different types of minerals formed in the magmatic concentration. Let us move to our topic. What are magmatic deposits? The magmatic deposits are accumulation of magmatic minerals. The magmatic deposits are accumulations of magmatic minerals. These are formed in igneous rocks, and also these are formed at high temperature and pressure conditions. Those are 900 degrees centigrade to 1500 degrees centigrade range. These are formed due to crystallization of magma. There is a variations in the formation process of magmatic deposits due to temperature and pressure conditions. Because of this reason, there is a variations in their crystallization of ore deposits. The magmatic deposits are characterized by their close relationship with intermediate or intrusive igneous rocks. They are the magmatic products that crystallize from magma. These are formed either the whole igneous body or a part of the body. Based on their formation process, the magmatic deposits are also called as segregation, magmatic injection, and igneous syngentic deposits. There are different types of magmatic products simply known as segregation, magmatic injection, igneous syngentic deposits. The magmatic deposits are subdivided into two types. First one is early magmatic deposits, and the second one is late magmatic deposits. These are divided based on their origin and temperature and pressure conditions. This is the difference between early magmatic and late magmatic deposits. The early magmatic deposits are formed in the early stages of magmatic period. In early magmatic deposits, ore minerals crystallizes earlier than that of rock silicates. సో మనకి రాక్లో ఉన్న సిలికేట్ మినరల్స్ కన్నా ముందే ఈ ఓర్ మినరల్స్ అనేవి క్రిస్టలైజేషన్ జరుగుతుంది ఎర్లీ మ్యాగ్మాటిక్ డిపాజిట్స్లో. అండ్ లేట్ మ్యాగ్మాటిక్ డిపాజిట్స్కి వచ్చి ఏంటంటే ఓర్ మినరల్స్ క్రిస్టలైజెస్ లేటర్ దెన్ దట్ ఆఫ్ రాక్ సిలికేట్స్. మనకి ఎర్లీ మ్యాగ్మాటిక్ డిపాజిట్స్లో ఓర్ మినరల్స్ అనేవి రాక్లో ఉన్న సిలికేట్స్ కన్నా ముందే క్రిస్టలైజేషన్ జరుగుతుంది. లేట్ మ్యాగ్మాటిక్ డిపాజిట్స్లో వాటికి రివర్స్లో జరుగుతుంది. లేట్ మ్యాగ్మాటిక్ డిపాజిట్స్లో ఏంటంటే రాక్స్లో సిలికేట్స్ అనేవి క్రిస్టలైజేషన్ జరిగాక ఓర్ మినరల్స్ అనేవి క్రిస్టలైజేషన్ జరుగుతుంది. సో ఎర్లీ మ్యాగ్మాటిక్ డిపాజిట్స్ ఆర్ also known as orthotectic or orthomagmatic process because they are formed from straight magmatic process. So the late magmatic deposits are formed towards the close of the magmatic period. మనకి లేట్ మ్యాగ్మాటిక్ డిపాజిట్స్ అనేవి కూడా ఈ మ్యాగ్మాటిక్ పీరియడ్ అనేవి క్లోజ్ అయిపోతున్నప్పుడు అంటే there are different types of magmatic products simply known as segregation, magmatic injection, igneous syngentic deposits. The magmatic deposits are subdivided into two types. First one is early magmatic deposits and second one is late magmatic deposits. These are divided based on their origin and temperature and pressure conditions. This is the difference between early magmatic and late magmatic deposits. The early magmatic deposits are formed in the early stages of magmatic period. The late magmatic deposits are formed towards the close of the magmatic period. In early magmatic deposits, the ore minerals crystallizes earlier than that of rock silicates. Ore minerals crystallizes earlier than the rock silicates. In late magmatic deposits, ore minerals crystallizes later than that of rock silicates. The early magmatic deposits are also called as orthotectic or orthomagmatic deposits because they are formed from the straight magmatic process. The late magmatic deposits are formed towards the close of the magmatic period. The early magmatic deposits are formed simultaneously with the host rock. The late magmatic deposits are always associated with mafic igneous rocks. The major differences between early magmatic deposits and late magmatic deposits are in early magmatic deposits there is a simple crystallization and without concentration. In late magmatic deposits there is a variation in their crystallization. In early magmatic deposits, the early formed crystals are segregated. That are, the early formation of crystals are separated. In late magmatic deposits, gravitative accumulation of heavy residual liquids. That is, due to gravitative accumulation, the heavy residual liquids are separated. And also, liquid separation of sulfide deposits. The early magmatic deposits are furtherly subdivided into three groups. The first one is dissemination deposits and the second one is segregation deposits and third one is injections. Dissemination deposits, segregation and injections. The first type of early magmatic deposits are dissemination deposits. What are dissemination deposits? When a magma crystallizes under the deep conditions at high temperature and pressure, a granular igneous rock is formed. In such rock, early formed crystals of ore minerals may occur in dissemination, that is, they are spread all over the rock simultaneously or a part of the body. The dissemination deposits occur in the shape of a dike or pipe-like structures. In this picture, we can observe the dissemination deposits. There is a pipe-like structure in this diagram. The crystals of magma are evenly spread at the edges of the pipe. Here, The grains of ore deposit are formed more or less evenly throughout the rock mass. Hence, the whole rock mass constitutes the ore deposits. The dissemination deposits occur in a shape of a dike or pipe-like structure. The example of these deposits are diamond pipes of Panna, Madhya Pradesh. Here, diamonds occur in kimberlite igneous rock. Here, we can observe the diamonds in kimberlite rock. Kimberlite is an igneous rock. It is named after the town of Kimberley in South Africa. Those are famous for diamonds. Here we can observe the kimberlite rock is in dike structure and diamonds are occur in evenly in the rock. The another example of dissemination deposits is corundum. Here we can observe the corundum deposits. These are more or less evenly spread in the rock. The rock structure is small pipe-like mass. The second type of deposits are segregation deposits. In this process, the early magmatic deposits are sinks at the bottom of the magmatic chamber due to the result of gravitative crystallization. Due to this, the early formed segregation deposits are sinks at the bottom of the magmatic chamber. In such cases, the ore minerals which crystallize early get concentrated in a particular part of the igneous mass. In dissemination deposits, the ore deposits are formed more or less evenly enter the rock mass, but in segregation deposits, the ore deposits are present at the particular part of the igneous body. These type of deposits are called segregation deposits. These are generally in lenticular shape and small size crystals. The example of such segregation deposits are chromite in ultra basic igneous rocks. This is the difference between dissemination and segregation deposits. In dissemination deposits, crystallization without concentrating the whole rock mass, deposits occur as phenocrysts that are crystals are occur in large size. In segregation process, early formed heavy crystals sinks to the lower part of the chamber and separated in bodies of sufficient size. The dissemination bodies are larger bodies and also they are in dike or pipe shaped masses. In segregation deposits, the deposits are in small sizes that are lenticular and pod shaped lenses and also like bunches they are in small size. The examples of dissemination deposits are diamond pipes of South Africa and corundum in nepheline syenite and also dissemination deposits of diamond pipe of Panna, Madhya Pradesh. The examples of segregation deposits are layered anarthosite segregated deposits in Sitampudi complex, Salem, Tamil Nadu. And also another example is partially layered anarthosite deposits in West Bengal. The third type of process in early magmatic deposits are magmatic injections. These are formed due to the magmatic action. When a magma rises up with sufficient hydrostatic force, it may intrude into available fissures and fractures in surrounding rocks. Later, it eventually cools down. The magmatic injection deposits are thin, lenticular, or slightly tabular bodies that they are appear as having been intruded or injected into host rocks. They are formed at both early and late stages of crystallization. In this picture, we can observe the magmatic injection. Here, the direction indicates the surrounding rocks and fissures deposits. Due to hydrostatic force, the magma entered into the surrounding rocks or fissures, then after completely cooled down. So this type of deposits are called magmatic injection deposits. They are thin or like tabular bodies. The second type of deposits in magmatic concentration are late magmatic deposits. What are late magmatic deposits? The ore deposits which are formed towards the close of the magmatic period are called late magmatic deposits. These are formed at the close of the magmatic period. The late magmatic deposits contain those ore minerals which have crystallized at rather low temperature from residual magma. What is residual magma? The magma which is left after crystallization of the early formed rock silicates is called residual magma. This magma frequently contains many ore minerals. The late magmatic deposits include most of the magmatic deposits of iron and titanium ores. These deposits are always associated with mafic igneous rocks. The late magmatic deposits have been classified into four groups. The first one is residual liquid segregation, and next residual liquid injection, and third one is immiscible liquid segregation, and last one is immiscible liquid injection. The first process of the late magmatic deposits is residual liquid segregation. What is residual liquid segregation? In basic magma, which is undergoing differentiation, the residual liquid enriched with iron and titanium. This heavy residual liquid may segregate and crystallize within the parent igneous mass. Such ore bodies commonly occur in the forms of parallel bands and may form valuable ore deposits. An example of this class is the magmatic magnetite deposits, which commonly occur as concordant layer within mafic igneous rocks. The example of these residual liquid segregation deposits are titaniferous magnetite bands in South Africa. In this picture, we can observe the banded layer of iron in magnetite deposits. These are the residual liquid segregation deposits. In this picture, we can observe the layers of iron formations. The second category is residual liquid injection. In this process, The iron-rich residual liquid accumulated as a result of differentiation of mafic magma, and this liquid may get injected into the surrounding rocks. The ore deposits of magnetite and ilmenite are formed in this way. These are called injection deposits. Such deposits usually occur in the forms of veins or dikes or sills. The example of these residual liquid injection deposits are titaniferous magnetite deposits in Karnataka. This is the picture of residual liquid injection. In this picture, we can observe the residual magma enter into the adjacent rocks. When it completely cools down, then it forms the banded structures in rocks. The another process in late magmatic deposits are immiscible liquid segregation. In this process, when a mafic magma cools, the sulfide-rich immiscible liquid separates out and accumulates at the bottom of the igneous body. The sulfide-rich liquid separates and accumulates at the bottom of the body. This separation is similar to that of oil and water. The immiscible liquid consists mainly of sulfides of iron, nickel, and copper. Upon the consolidation, it gives rise to the sulfide segregation deposits. These deposits occur commonly at the bottom of the differentiated mafic intrusive as disconnected bodies. The examples of these deposits are sulfide mineral deposits. In this picture, we can observe the liquid segregation. In this picture, we can observe the sulfide deposits are separated from chromite and olivine crystals. They sink at the bottom of the surface. Later they will be cooled down. They form as the sulfide segregation deposits. The another process in late magmatic deposits are immiscible liquid injection. What is immiscible liquid injection? The sulfide-rich immiscible liquid which separates out during the differentiation of mafic magma, and this get injected into the enclosing rock. On consolidation, if it is forms the immiscible liquid injection deposits. So the injection deposits are formed due to the separation of sulfide-rich liquid. This sulfide-rich liquid may get injected into the enclosing rock. Later, it will be formed as injected deposits. Such deposits are usually irregular or dike-like forms. Examples of these immiscible liquid injection deposits are nickel, copper, and sulfide deposits of South Africa. In this picture, we can observe the immiscible liquid injections. Here, silicates are present at the one rock and the host rock is limestone. The immiscible liquid injected into the host rock. Later, it will be cooled down completely. The injection deposits are formed. In this video, you have learned about magmatic concentration deposits and two types of magmatic deposits, that are early magmatic and late magmatic deposits, and difference between early magmatic and late magmatic deposits, types of early magmatic deposits and their examples, and also types of late magmatic deposits and their examples, and also process of their formations, their forms and structures. These are the questions regarding on this topic. These are also important for your semester exams. The first question is, explain the magmatic concentration process in the formation of ore deposits with Indian examples. We can discuss about the magmatic concentration process in this video. You have to write that in your exams and also explain the different types of magmatic concentration process, that is also explain early magmatic and late magmatic deposits with subdivisions of both process and with Indian examples. And the second top question is, describe the early and late magmatic deposits with Indian example. You can explain early and late magmatic deposits with Indian examples and diagrams. This is the very important topic for those who prepared for ASET, IIT exam exams. You can study this process thoroughly and also remembering the examples of these deposits. Those are very important. If you have any doubts regarding on this topic, we will discuss in WhatsApp discussion. Thank you.